So many people have asked about the books on the nightstand that I'm going to do a video about it. So that's going to follow in just a few seconds. This nightstand is my husband's. It's his side of the bed. So when you're looking at the videos, these are his books. And I'm going to do a video about that. But I wanted to tell you about the OOTD. I've been in my pajamas all day. It's after 9 p.m. and I'm still in my pajamas. This gown is from PJ Harlow. I love it. It is sleeveless, okay? Sleeveless gown. And it has a racer back, kind of. And you see the length. So it's a satin fabric. Love PJ Harlow. Love their pajamas. Love their gowns. And the shoe of the day. These are my bedroom shoes from Amazon. And the brand is Acorn. And I love them. They have a bottom so you can go outside if you want to. Feed the birds. Fill the bird bath up. Feed the deer. But they also have a thong style flip-flop. So they stay on. They're not hot, but they're comfy. They're squishy. Really nice. Probably the favorite bedroom shoes I've ever had. And, of course, no makeup because we've just been watching movies. I got up about 7:15, I guess. Laid around for a long time. And then I made us a good breakfast. I made homemade buttermilk cat head biscuits. If you scroll and scroll, there's a video of me making them from a while back, so you can learn how to make them if you're interested. They're very, very easy. 3 ingredients: self-rising flour, shortening or a lard, depending on what you prefer, and buttermilk. And very important secret in the video is to portion out the buttermilk and freeze it in little Ziploc bags. And then you always have a measured Ziploc bag with the right amount of buttermilk, because if you're like me, you don't use buttermilk that often. And when you got a hankering for biscuits and you don't have buttermilk, and if you're like me, like grocery delivery, and my grocery delivery place almost never has buttermilk on the list for me to get it delivered. So I found out that portioning and freezing the buttermilk is perfect. It really lets me make biscuits anytime I want. So I made homemade buttermilk cat head biscuits, scrambled eggs with cream. I did patty sausage, and I made homemade home fries. Chopped little round potatoes into hash brown, chunky home fries shape. Fried them in a skillet with a little bit of oil, salt, pepper, and everything bagel seasoning. They were very, very good. A little bite of scrambled eggs and a little bite of potatoes at the same time. It was so good. Other than that, we've been watching movies. We watched The French Connection. We're on a Gene Hackman kick. R.I.P. Gene Hackman. Very sad. We finished up The Narrow Margin, also Gene Hackman, which, oddly enough, we had started the day before the news broke about his death. We were halfway through that movie. Odd timing, right? Because he hasn't filmed anything in, I think, 21 years. So we were in the middle of one of his movies when we found out that he had passed away. But anyway, I digress. So pajamas, my PJ Harlow gown, my Acorn shoes, my Acorn bedroom shoes, my PJ Harlow gown, and my Amazon robe. So let's go look at the book stack. All right, these are my husband's books. We've got The Making of a Surgeon. My husband is a general surgeon, and he read this a long, long, long time ago. But he wanted me to read it, and I read it, and it's really great, and it's all about surgical training. But it's very, very interesting. So whether or not you have anybody in your life that's a physician or a surgeon, this is a good read. It'll give you some insight kind of into what they go through, or what they used to go through anyway. Training nowadays isn't anything like it used to be, unfortunately. But anyway, that's a good book. Catch-22. We've got Love, 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 Heather Cox Richardson, Democracy Awakening. This was a gift from the kids to John for either his birthday or Christmas, I think birthday. Basic Income. Okay. Robert Palmer, Deep Blues. My husband loves the blues. He plays guitar. House of God. I read this when I was in high school. This is very, very good. I think when I knew I was going to go to nursing school is when I read this. The House of God, very good book. Fascism. Chasing That Devil Music. He loves blues. This is all about blues music. Okay, book about Edison. We've got Look Homeward Angel. All That the River Holds. This is actually someone my husband knows who wrote this book. He says it's a crime story. The Mueller Report, Siege, and The Second Great Emancipation. So as you can tell, my husband loves nonfiction. Some of these he's already read. A lot of these he has not read. Some are classics, and some he hasn't gotten to yet. So that's his book stack. This is going to be my next read. This is my current library book that I've checked out. This is The Nightingale. I'm going to just kind of flash this up a little bit. Do you see that in the background? Okay, that is the shelf that my handbags are on. That shelf is from Amazon. If you're interested, let me know and I can put it in my store. Well, I'll just put it in the storefront. I'll put it in the handbag storefront on Amazon. But my favorite person in the world about handbags, which is Zika Hussein. She runs the Coco by Zico Facebook group. I used to have a cabinet over here that was like an armoire that had a glass door, and I had some handbags in there, and she was like, no, your handbags need air. They need to be out of their dust bags. They need to be on a shelf. They need to have air circulating around them. So she recommended this shelf, and I got it. My husband put it together for me, and I love it. But anyway, this is the book that I'm going to start. I love Kristen Hanna. I am in a few book clubs, and I will tell you that in December, we didn't meet in book club. We had Christmas parties instead of meeting in book club. So I've been out of the habit, and I've been doing a lot of trash TV. I've been doing a lot of Real Housewives of Orange County. No, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Love that show. Love is Blind. Love that show. Y'all, my job, like I'm so in my head for my job every day that when I turn the TV on, unless I'm watching a classic movie, that's my husband, and that's our favorite thing to do at night, is watch a classic black and white movie from the 40s or 50s. That's our favorite thing. We do it almost every single night. But if it's not that, I'm watching some trash, usually. Just something I can veg out to, scroll and veg on the couch. So I've really not been reading much, but fixing to turn that train around because I'm in one book club that I absolutely love that meets one Monday night a month at my local public library, another one that meets one Wednesday at noon at my local public library, and I need to get back in the swing of those book clubs because I just after Christmas I just kind of zoned out. So this is going to be my next read. Let me know in the comments what you're reading. Let's exchange. Let's do a little book club. Let's do a little book list. Post in the comments what your book is that you're loving right now, whether it's fiction or nonfiction. That's it. Have a good night. Tomorrow, new nails. All right. These are 3 weeks old. Look at the growth. But please look, not one chip. Okay, not one single nail has broken or chipped. These are 3 weeks old. I'm telling you, you can do your own dip and your own gel, even something as fancy as these cat eye polishes. Okay, you can do it home by yourself. I don't have a good setup for filming. I'm gonna do my best. I'm just going to show you like on one nail how to do everything, how to take them off, how to do a dip set, how to do a gel, and then how to do the cat eye or the glass nail, whatever you want to call it. This is cat eye. So that should be coming tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you in the morning. Let me know your books in the comments.